Guys, so I wrote a thing on Tumblr a little while ago, and it was asked to be made bloggable or for me to record a video, basically saying what I wrote. So I'm going to be recording a video about bullying. Yay! Okay, so what inspired this was the same advice you get all the time. Basically, bullying is serious. It's a really, really serious thing, and it doesn't necessarily end in high school. And how you learn to deal with it in high school is how you're going to deal with it for the rest of your life. And there are better ways than the way that your parents tell you. So basically, like, telling them that it hurts, please stop, or I don't like what you're doing, doesn't necessarily help. If they don't respect you, if they haven't been raised with the same values as you, if they actually like that they're hurting you, then it's not going to stop. And it might even get worse in some cases. You can't just blithely, naively walk up to a bully and be like, hey, I don't like what you're doing, please stop, and expect that to actually work. Sometimes it does, but you need to be prepared for all outcomes, and you need to know that, yes, that is the first thing that you do, and I totally advocate that, but it's not the only thing you can do, and it's the only thing your parents tell you to do just about. So and secondly, the next step they tell you is to get a third person involved, an adult or a teacher or your parents or someone. And can I just say that's been the most useless thing I've ever done with bullies in my entire life. I've been bullied a lot. I've been repeatedly, severely, maliciously, continuously. I was bullied really, really, really badly for most of my life, and I've never once had an adult or a teacher be able to intervene in a meaningful way. Basically, we all sit down and have a bit of a chat about it, and they go, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't know, and they don't get punished properly. They get no real consequence out of it, and it might stop for a couple of days, but it always comes back with a vengeance, and sometimes you get laughed at, and it would get worse because you're weak, because you ask for help, and how come you can't take a joke? Well, the jokes get worse and worse and more hurtful and less like jokes at all. And it even got to the point when I was about 15 that my father started blaming me for the bullying that I was encountering, not because of anything that I was doing wrong, but like, why isn't it stopping? Why is literally everyone picking on you? It's not something I've ever been able to answer, or anyone's ever been able to tell me what I was doing wrong, but yeah. Sometimes it doesn't help, and sometimes you're going to be told that it's your problem, and that's bullshit. So bullying is this really big thing, and it's everywhere, and the way that we're told to deal with it is everywhere, and it doesn't teach you good life skills. It doesn't teach you how to be a better person or how to deal with this later in life if you are getting bullied and people aren't respecting you. And what it teaches you, what I found that it taught me to start with, is that being strong and standing up for yourself is pointless, it's stupid, and it doesn't help. And that's not true. So basically, these are my what should you do if you're being bullied strategies. There are 4 things. Thing number 1 is realize that it's not about you. And I know that sounds like something some lame adult would say, but it really truly is not about you. And I know that it's not about you because it wasn't about me. And yes, they're picking on you, and yes, they're saying things about you, and maybe even the things that they're saying are true things, and maybe you really do talk funny. I don't know. I know I was really overweight. I know that I really had no friends. But despite how they were saying things about me and true things, it wasn't about me, and it was never about me as a person. It was about them and the way they were doing things, living their lives, and getting their self-edification. And when I realised this, it really did become my saving grace. Secondly, realize you are actually an awesome person. And this is hard. This is really, really hard. And make a list, which is hard, and do it anyway. Make a list of things that are awesome about you. And there are things that are awesome about you. I mean, I could make a list of things that were awesome about Hitler. Yes, Hitler wasn't an awesome person, but you get my point here. Alright, there are things that are awesome about you even if you're the scum of the earth. So make a list of things that are awesome about you. Things that would make you a good friend, things that are going to make you successful later in life, things that you like about you, things that your mum likes about you. And if you are struggling, go and talk to your mum. And then find things that you're passionate about. When you think about things that are awesome about you, you start thinking about the things that you are passionate about and things that you care about, and then you get passionate about stuff, and it literally, when you are living out a passion, alright, when you're truly passionate about something, it does not matter what anybody else thinks about it. It's true. I salsa dance, alright, and been in some pretty strict churches, and I don't give a crap what anyone else thinks about my salsa dancing, because I love it. It is who I am, and I am passionate about it, and there is no one who will ever convince me that salsa dancing isn't life affirming. So you need to go and find something you're passionate about and get involved in it, and you'll meet people who love what you love and who like you for you and who enjoy the same things you do, and it will matter less what anybody else thinks of you, because you've got this thing that is special and precious and yours and defining of who you are and who you're passionate about. This will change your life, not just in high school, not just in primary school, but forever, and it will just make you come alive. Find a passion, chase it out. Number 3 is to find people who accept for you. Congratulations, you're on the internet. It's not that hard anymore. When I was in primary school, the internet wasn't a thing. When I was in high school, it was a little bit more of a thing, and I managed to find my little niche on DeviantArt, and if I can find my little niche on DeviantArt, then you can find your little niche on forums, on Tumblr, on Facebook, somewhere, with a group of people that like the same things you like, and you can be genuine there. Join an RPG. Just do something to find this group of people. It's never been easier. You can do it. It will help you. Number 4 is the realization that you cannot change them. You cannot stop. You probably can't stop them. And realistically, probably no one else is going to help you. You have to save you. And you can. And I am here, and I am 24, and I have been through what you're going through, and I know that it doesn't help to hear that, but I am here for you. If you want to talk about stuff, I'm here. And I'm not going to tell you that it gets better after high school. It gets different after high school, and life changes after high school. But the big thing right now is you make the choice now how this affects you, how bullying affects you. You make the choice of how it changes you and who you are because of who you were bullied in high school. I choose to be who I am, which is someone who campaigns against it, who is living this life that is full of passion and deliberately choosing to live in a way that I want to. And I'm not going to let what they did or who they are stop me or hinder me from being who I am and who I was created to be. And just lastly, it is going to be okay. And sometimes it's going to be better than okay. And sometimes it's going to be less than okay. And even though it might not feel like it, you are actually going to get through this. Even though sometimes you are so lonely that it aches and you feel empty, I promise you can actually get through it, because I did. It's possible. And again, I am here for you guys.